Welcome back to Love Budgeting. I'm Marie. I'm a single mom of a little boy and I live on an island. I am currently unemployed due to having to do two total knee replacement surgery, but now I am currently actively looking for a job. Now, if you're out there looking for a job, I was actually shocked. It's been well over, I would say, 11 years since I've had to go and look for a job. Now, here on the island, everywhere you go, you need to have a resume. They don't do applications here anywhere unless it's like one of these U.S. stores where you would have to apply via online. Otherwise, every other place, you need to have a resume. So, I had not gone, like I said, over 11 years to look for a job. And I actually went this past week. I just printed out 6 resumes because I just wanted to get like a feel of the environment and, what I would be looking for. Never mind that it's between 110 and 120 degrees here. So the first place that I went was like an outdoors type of mall situation. Let me tell you, by the time I was in the second, by the time I was like by the second establishment, I would say, I was already like dripping in sweat. Also, here you just can't go like in jeans and a t-shirt to look for a job. You need to have like, professional, even if it's for like these retail stores, they still require you to have like a nice blouse and some slacks, They find it very unprofessional for you to go in jeans here searching for a job. Unless it's a place where like someone, which typically happens here. If you know someone, you have more probabilities of finding a job at that place, and you don't have to worry a lot about your appearance and stuff. So, it's 110, 120 degrees. On top of that, you are, dressed in things that are not cotton. So you're just like dripping sweat, you're overheated. I actually tried taking a water bottle, but with the water bottle situation, you have to be careful that you don't wet your resumes and all of that. So I tried to keep my water bottle in my car. Now, what I didn't do, which is what I wish I would have done, is park my car at a medium point, so that way by the time I got to like the third establishment, I was able to like hydrate and then go back. I also took a little towel to be able to dry off. So it's been quite an experience, as well as sometimes they require you to write availabilities and alternative numbers and stuff. They'll require you to like flip your resume over and write that. I remember before they used to write that for you. No, now they'll say like basically bring your pen so that you're able to write all of this behind. I'm like, wow, things have really changed in 11 years, right? And it's been quite an adventure. So I still have this week. I already have a day assigned to go back out. I already printed out my resumes. I fixed them, fixed them up the way they're supposed to. And I will be going right back into this field situation to try and find at least a part-time job. My knees are somewhat, getting into place. The last knee is the one that's giving me a little bit of a hard time, which is also affecting my hip and my ankle. But it's in my ankle area that it's really affecting me. Plus, I do have rheumatoid arthritis, so that might also be part of why my ankle is like really hurting. But with this being said, right now we are budgeting with government help and whatever little cash that I come across. So it's been quite a journey. I did have an emergency fund before this. I had an emergency fund saved up. I had about a 2-year emergency fund, but we are at a 2-year mark already. I believe now in October would be our 2-year mark. Now, I did have a lot of unexpected expenses, and that's what really took my income down really hardcore. I do not receive child support. I am assigned child support, but but for some reason the father refuses to pay for it. I have gone to court a couple times for this, and it's still nothing done. So I just I'm over it. I'm over it. Like, I know that God will bless me at whatever time, and God always provides for my son and myself. So we have to keep trucking. We have to keep trucking and not make other people's problems my problems, because if I am going to go and battle this out, I will never leave court. Like, it's ridiculous. So for right now, I'm trying to find a job. That's the thing right now, find a job. So I already took a couple of resumes, and I am taking a couple more. So fingers crossed that we will find at least a little part-time. It's Christmas season is coming up, so I'm hoping that everything will get settled. Now, with this being said, I want to update you guys and show you the expense tracking that we have been doing. It's been a while. You guys know that in our last video, I showed you guys that I made these awesome cash envelopes. You can take the cash through the bottom or through the top. Also, I am really rough with cash envelopes. That's something you need to know. I am totally rough. So I have given up on this type of situation, and I think I'm going to have to buy at least to have as a wallet, because to have as savings, I can try and make some more of these, but to have as like a wallet, I think I'm going to need the little zipper pouch A7s, because look, I completely tore this apart in a matter of 15 days. So it's been quite a hustle, but I was actually cleaning out my purse and I found $11. That's a plus. So I am going to put that in our next, look at me trying to put this back together. In our next cash or paycheck breakdown or income breakdown, right? So what I want to say is that it doesn't matter what your income is. If it's government help, if it's a little side hustle that you get $10, $20. I know people here that will take the elderly to appointments in their personal vehicle, and they'll charge them gas and like $20 for their time. So even if you have something like that, it's still good. If you have Uber Eats, if you have I think some people are doing like the Walmart take, where people go home. Look, this one actually broke at the bottom too. So let's just say Marie and these cash envelope making, we're gonna have to give up on this or try something else, because I've also been watching some tutorials, y'all. So I've been watching some tutorials. This one is the only one that's kind of surviving, and I took what I had in here out, which is some like receipts and stuff. So I think I want to go more towards the little zipper pouch. Also, this is the whiteout that I like to use. It's like a little pen thing. It hides and then comes back. Like I told you guys, whiteout is my thing when I'm budgeting. So let me show you guys. You guys, if you want to know about this notebook and everything we've done in it, go to my first video and it shows you there every single thing in here. I did update some stuff in here, but I'll show you guys. I still have yet to do my financial goals. I think that when I find a job, I'll be motivated to do these financial goals. Okay, right here we did do the Sam's Club, which we have a date there. I did find a date. Car oil change, I have to put here the 3,000 miles. Every 3,000 miles, or in October and April, which I am already due for oil change. So hopefully we'll find a job to do that. And my Car City sticker is due now in October, so hopefully we'll find a part-time to be able to knit that. And this is our expense tracking for the month of September. I did to the 15th. So this is our first 15 days. As you can see, we have the categories here. We have the eat out, we have school funds, we have personal care, donations, gas, groceries, eat out, gas, groceries. So as you can see here, there is a pattern. Now, this is an unexpected expense. I was not expecting my son to have color day every 15 days. And it just so happens that the times that he has had color day, he's been on his time with me. Because he has 1 week with his father, 1 week with me. So we have here the unexpected expense, right? That every time that he's with me, I have color day. So in transactions, I just like to put like lunch, color day, a mega store, to not, put the name of any particular store. They got me with this one. This was a donation, which I wasn't counting on either. There was a guy that came up to me in a parking lot, and he had healthy recipe books and he had self-motivation books. Now he came up to me and he put them in his card, and he was like, "You look like a good lady," and he's like, "You look that you like to keep yourself healthy," and he just kept going on, and he said it was to help students or something. So he was actually trying to get a $6 donation, but what I had was $2 because I had already purchased my personal care. So all I had was $2, and he said, "It's okay, I'll accept whatever you have. You look like a good person, so I'll just give it to you in $2. So that was unexpected. But, he was still nice enough to accept a $2 donation. And from this, I got a self-motivation book. Self-motivation book in Spanish. So I have yet to read it because I have been taking my 1 to 2 hours that I take to read daily. The 1 to 2 hours that I have to read daily. Sorry, it was a little bit blurry. I take to read the Bible. So here we did that $2, but I'll eventually take it in my car just in case, I need something to read or something to do. And then here we have the gas station, which, as you can see here, I wasn't expecting to spend so much on gas. Here we have, this was with government help, and as you can see here, we put cash credit for government help. So we have here in cash, we had lunch. This was at a food truck. And here we had the gas station, which was $30, but because I was taking someone, they gave me 20, so I only had to put 10. So basically, if I had to put the whole thing, it would be 30 plus 10 that we have already up here would be $40 already in gas. Now we have Whole Foods Club, which was groceries. It was about $230. I'm looking for the receipt to see how much I actually spent, but it was about 200 and something. And then groceries, here we have the local supermarket, which was $100 for, I just did here at the local supermarket because I don't like buying like bulk meats. I just went to the local supermarket to buy smaller packets of meat so I can have a variety. Because, if you buy like bulk chicken, you'll be eating chicken the rest of the month. And what else we have here? We have here the gas station, which was $12 more. And the school color day, which was unexpected. Okay. Here I already did the categories that I have in the previous page so I can know what categories I need for next month. But I have not tabulated the amounts. And you guys know that we are doing these 2 pages to know what categories we need and what cash envelopes we need. Okay. Now this is our income breakdown. So I did here the cash that I had left over in my government help card was $23.96. And then I found $1 in my purse, which I had not cleaned out my purse yet. I just opened it and I randomly found $1, which I added there. Then down here, we had from the government help $479.96. We don't normally get this. This was, they gave like an incentive. I don't remember recalling why they gave a little extra, but they gave a little extra. Now, this is not what we normally get monthly. We get $100, about $120 less than this. So that was just a little extra. And then in cash, I had $48, giving us a total of $527.96. So what I did here was I gave myself $30 for gas because I don't have to take my son to school like every week, because I have him 1 week, the father has him 1 week. And in groceries, I divided it, right, 70% the first 15 days of the month, and then the other 30% on the second one, right? So when I do the first groceries, I try to go and buy in bulk. So I go to Sam's Club and I buy in bulk, so that way I don't have to do a lot in the second round. That's just the way I divide, to make sure that everything is going the way it's supposed to. And then in personal care, I did $8. And then student loans, I didn't pay anything. I will show you now what I did with the student loan situation. And in Christmas, we have zeros, son's birthday 0, and car maintenance 0, which these are just categories that I do want to do and that I have in mind, because these are categories that I need to get in. So hopefully when I get hopefully I'll be called from somewhere, but when I get a job, I'll be able to work with this. So in savings, when I was cleaning out my purse, I actually found $2.63 in savings. That's not added here. I did not add this to this total. So I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to do with this, but it's not added here. And in total income was $527.96, total spent $517.96, and left over $10. Now this is what we predicted. It's not what it is. It's what we predicted that was going to happen. Now I'm going to show you guys how this is our October income breakdown, because since I had done this one, I started acknowledging that I needed some extra things. So we went into here, right? And as you can see here, we actually added another column which says paid. We added more rows, right, just in case we have extra things coming in. And then in bills, we did the budgeted, the paid, and then you do a check mark that you already worked with that and nipped that in the bud. And then we have sinking funds over here, which I added extra as well. And then we did the budgeted and the paid. And then in savings, we just did the savings and the paid, because there we just like add in. And then down here, we did the total income, total spent, and the buffer, which would be what was left over. And here I did a little extra box just so that I'm able to put in here what I need to look out for the next month. Like, let's say next month I have to look out for Thanksgiving. I have to look out for, there's something else, but I just can't quite remember right now. So I can put that in here just so I can be reminded that when I do my next month, I can add that. And then here we did our expense tracking. Now, although I started, as you can see, we didn't finish it, but I started, because remember, this expense tracking was just to find out what categories we need and what we have to get done. Now over here, we already know, so we just have to write down just in case we needed to add a category. And as we add expenses, it'll go here. As you can see, we have the day, transaction, category, the amount, and if it was cash or credit. So we can know what we need to distribute where. We have the starting balance, and I didn't finish this. But what I also want to show you guys is that we did work on remember we had this halfway as well. So we did do here the debt overview. So I started off, but I have to look into, actually I have to go into the account and look here to see what I have to do. Now the loan type, you know, if it's a credit card, if it's a student loan, if it's a car loan, if it's a mortgage, that would be your loan type. And then what company, what's the total of the loan, what's the interest rate, what's your minimum payment, when is the due date for this minimum payment, and by what time do you expect to pay off this loan. I don't know what else I need here, so I just left it in blank for the moment. And here it says encourage one another. So I like putting little motivational stickers. As you saw right here, I have faith. Here I have encourage one another, right? We shouldn't. I was seeing some budgeters, and they said that they have been getting a lot of negative criticism because of what they pay or what they don't pay, and it has really been affecting them. So let's encourage one another. Like, my ideas might be different from your ideas. The way I budget my check or the way I budget my income might be different from yours. We all have different income streams. Like right now, I'm just using government help. Eventually, I will go back into the workforce, or that's what I'm expecting, right? So, let's encourage one another, because maybe we don't have the same beliefs, we don't have the same incomes, we don't have the same way of budgeting. Let's embrace everyone and be happy that everyone is budgeting and that they're being able to pay things in life. Because the way things are set up right now, a lot of people are living in their cars. A lot of people are getting laid off. A lot of people are wondering, how are they going to pay things and when are they going to get another job? It's hard when you need that cash flow and you don't have it there. So let's encourage everyone. Let's encourage everyone to keep budgeting. Even if it's $1 here, $2 there, let's encourage everyone to continue, because you never know when times are going to get rough. So then we have our debt payoff debt payoff tracker. So we have here the date, the company, the minimum, the amount that we paid in the balance. So this is every time that we make a payment, we can keep up and see how our balance is dropping, right? And see how we have managed to pay it off. Some people can only pay a minimum, others can't. Now with debt payoff, that's a whole separate video, because you have the avalanche method, you have the snowball method, and it's just so many different methods that you can use to pay off your debt. So I already managed to pay off one student loan, so I'm only missing the second student loan, and I really want to be able to find a job soon and pay that off. So here we have, put on the whole armor of God. So I'm a God-fearing person. If you're not, I respect that as well. But I am a God-fearing person, and I want to let you guys know that, right? So then, if we go back over here, you guys will see, look, already, we'll do a separate video of this, but I will show you guys, already, look, $10 in gas plus 30. Remember, someone gave me 20, but if it came out of my pocket, it would be 10, 30, that's 40, $52. And I already have to put gas back in. So that's $52, and we had only given ourselves 30. So we're already looking into some issues there. Now, what I was going to tell you guys is that with this expense tracker, I actually saw someone do it weekly, and I think I'm going to try that better. So this month I already did it this way, but I'm going to try on this page let's do 1 week here, 2 weeks, and then 3 and 4 over here. So I think I'm going to divide this like that, because I think I'm liking this whole weekly situation better than just doing like the whole all the way down. I think it'll be easier too as well to know how much I spent that month and all that other good stuff. So I think I'm going to try and do that here. As you guys know, whiteout is my friend. So you don't, this is not necessary for you to decorate your pages. I just do it because I enjoy it. I like seeing them when they're more decorated. As you can see here, you have this one, and it's kind of like bland. It's not giving. But then here you can see, look, outdream yourself, bring treats, planning, this week. As you can see, look, count it all joy. Just like putting little motivational things and putting little stickers makes me happy, and it makes me want to continue budgeting and just motivates me so much. So as you can see here, we did some stickers, and I still have to write up here that this is the expense tracker, and then back down here we have faith. So I just like doing little stickers because it kind of motivates me to continue. But we still have 1 or 2 more videos to do, because we have to compare this. I just do it monthly. I do my income breakdown monthly, But you can do yours weekly or bi-weekly. I just like doing mine monthly because I get my government help monthly, so I just like doing it that way. But you can do yours, if you get paid weekly or bi-weekly, you can do yours that way. You can also do yours on the computer. It's just I have a tendency of losing papers. Like, I will lose papers like nobody's business. So I might have started doing this, and if it was on a loose piece of paper, I might have been cleaning up, threw it away, and then we don't have a budget expense tracker anymore. So I like this because I find that it's easier and it keeps me more organized, and everything is just like in one book. I just like this better. So what's your favorite way of budgeting? If you can let me know in the bottom comment section. Let me know what's your favorite way of budgeting. What do you use to track your budget? Do you budget? Did you start budgeting with me? And just let me know, like, what's your favorite budget book? Because, like, I think my main question is, what is your favorite budget book? And what's your favorite cash envelope shop? Just leave that down below. Thank you so much, guys, for being a part of this community, and thank you for your support. It really means a lot to me. Thank you so much, and we will continue our journey. We will continue our journey, and we will continue. This is the only one that we need, but you know how this goes, guys. I'll show you something that might not be filled out right now, and then in our next video you'll see the whole thing all calculated and filled out. So everyone, stay blessed, stay strong, and stay hopeful. And till our next video.